So if you want to get a ton of secret elixirs, this is the fastest method. Now I already used a bunch, so I only have 3 right now, but what we're going to do to get more is go up all the way here to minigame paradise, and there's 2 main methods to do it. The first one is pretty easy, but the second one does require a lot of time. So you're going to get some sort of a macro. This can really be any. I like to use this one right here, guide 2. I have a link in the description for it just so you can get it. But basically, you want to go to this macro after you've already verified and everything. And you're going to go to this download area right here and then click Dart 13.2, but it might be a different version. So just click download, it'll download, and then you can click play, and then you can click play right over here. It'll bring up a command prompt, and basically what you want to do is choose the difficulty. I recommend doing insane mode, but if you don't have that unlocked, so we'll tell you how to do that in a second. So do insane mode and then click F2 when you get to the dart area. So go over to hyperwave. Then once you're up here, go over to darts. Now depending on how you have this, you might need to actually go into a round and just complete this, or you can actually skip it if you want to. And it'll have this little thing right here, and that's good. Now if you have also 2 screens, make sure to put it on the first screen that you have. And so it's here. Make sure that you click F11 if it's like this, so you have the taskbar and everything open, and then you can click F2 and it'll just start working. It might have to jump a little bit. It'll click skip and then insane mode, and it'll just start going. I'm not clicking anything right now, and it'll just keep going for as long as you have tickets. But you can AFK the board game, which you can also do with this macro, to get a bunch more tickets, so it's really easy. There we go, and I just won the first round, and just like that, let's see the rewards we get. And just from this, we got another ticket, and it's actually still going, so let me click F3 to stop it. And like I said, if you do not have insane mode, just do hard mode or medium, and then you get up to it, and all you have to do is complete it, and you get insane mode. And that's for the macroing method. Just make sure that you turn your bubble gravity on to around 5%, or else when it tries to jump, what it'll do is it'll get stuck right here, and it'll take a bunch of times, and it'll just waste a lot of your time. But now that we have that, we can also go to another method right here, and that's just opening up mystery boxes. And I have 11,000, so this was a pretty good way, but it takes a long time since you can only open 25 at a time. And if you're wondering, no, you cannot get secret elixirs from these, but something not as good, but still pretty good, is over here on page 5, you can see super keys. Now this is a 0.025%, so it's very, very low, but it still works. And if you have a bunch to open for something else, or you're just trying to grind for these, opening a bunch of these is super good. And you can get a ton of these by going down to the first area, going into the infinity zone, and then just grinding the infinity egg right here. And you can do this really easily. You can do the infinity egg, or you can also do the spiky egg right here, which is a good way, since if I just grind for a second, there we go, we already got a mythic, and that'll give you mystery boxes. Now something to remember is you should get a fast hatch macro, just so when you do get mythics, it doesn't slow you down. So actually on the same macro right here, guide 2 macros, if we go over here to download, there is a fast hatch macro, so just download that and then play it, and then it'll bring up this command prompt again, and it'll ask you how many eggs you open at once. So if I have egg elixirs, I can open up 10, and then just set your resolution. This is whatever you have, and then you can just close out of this and click F5, and it'll keep going. Now this is again for super keys, but just a very... Let's go over to it and see if I get any. But this is actually not the best chest for getting royal keys, because if you want super keys, we'll show you how to get more of those in a second. But over here, you can see you can actually get secret elixirs right from this 0.025%, which is really, really good. So if you open these, you might get a few secret elixirs, and you'll get a ton of keys if you open up mystery boxes. So you'll really get a ton, because you're getting keys and you're also getting super keys. So mystery boxes are really nice for that. But a better way, because they're way higher chance to get, is over here. We're going to go to Hyperwave Island, just so I can spawn one. The Bubble Shrine, let's go to Summon, and these are the dice chests. Now these things are actually insane. It's super broken. So if we go over to the chest right now I have 108 keys, so I'm not going to get much, but it is a 0.1% chance, which is actually a really high chance to get it. So opening these, we might actually get one. And you can get a ton of these keys from just AFKing the board game, which Guy 2 also has a board game macro, so that's good. No, I sadly did not get any secret elixirs, but it's a pretty high chance. And I've got like 10 elixirs from that thing on one rift before, just because of how overpowered it is. But now I'm going to show you the most overpowered method for keys and for getting secret elixirs. And that is at the robot factory, and it is the claw machine. Now here is the best method. Now if you want to macro it, you can, but I haven't really seen any good macros for it. I think Fyro or Firo, I don't know what it's actually called. That macro is pretty bad since it just randomly stops working. And Guy 2 is not going to make a macro for this. So you're really mostly on your own. unless you have the Psycho Hatcher, but I don't know how safe that is because you need a password to even unzip it. So I'm going to be doing this manually, but if you get a macro, that works too. So go over here, make sure you do insane mode, and depending on what we get, we'll either stay or not stay. And it looks like we're going to leave because we are looking for two things. We are looking for super keys, as I said before, or secret elixirs. So we'll skip that, go back in, and there's a normal infinity elixir, but I'm going to skip this because it's not really worth it. On the next one, we didn't find anything. Keep in mind, it might take a minute just because they are so rare. And if you have a better milestone, that gives a lot better things because minigame legendary / secret items is chance is doubled. So just getting that second to last one will help a lot. But if you can't, it still works exactly fine. Here we go. Right here, we actually got 2 keys in 1. So the first thing we're going to go for is the keys, obviously. And there we go. We just got a key like that. We're going to go for this second key. If you need a little bit more help, you can go on Q or E. That'll move your position. And I don't know what just happened. It just flung. Okay. And yeah, it's pretty broken, so it just did that, so we lost a key sadly. But once you actually collect either the secret elixir or the keys, if they don't fly out, go over here and just get the dice next because dice are going to help you a lot since you can directly get infinity elixirs from these. So we'll just try to go for this, but I don't think we're going to get it. Maybe. And like 1 second before we got the dice key, which is nice. So from that, we would have got 2 super keys, but it somehow just flew out. And doing this, you can get hundreds of dice keys or super keys. Just make sure you skip them. And the order you really want to go into is getting secret elixirs or super keys. But obviously, if you can only pick one, do the secret elixir. Then do dice keys. And then if you still have time and there's nothing else there, get golden dice because those are going to help you with the board game so you can get a ton of infinity elixirs. And that's all you really need to do. And this is going to help you a ton with the new update on Friday. And also shout out to my members, they are on screen right now. And watch this video that is on the screen because YouTube thinks that you will like it.